Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a Valentine's Day look. It's a bronzed golden eyeshadow look and I just got a hair in my mouth. Just in case you wanted to look good for your man, your woman, your dog, your TV, whatever your Valentine's Day plans are. Honey, you're gonna look on point. Almost said flake. Honey, you're gonna look on point. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so to start off, I've already done my full face. Everything's done except for my eyeshadow, obviously. I'm going to start with priming my eyelids. And I'm going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Looks like that. Also, I am a lot tanner than I was last time, thanks to Self Tanner. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my finger. You don't need a whole lot. This stuff is crazy good. So I'm just going to put that all over my eye. Alright, so now I'm going to be using two palettes today. So first of all, I'm going to be using the Declan Hill palette, and I'm also going to be using the Dare to Create Morphe palette. Looks like this. Stunning. Just beautiful. And this is like one of their like limited edition ones. So yeah, I'm going to be pulling from both palettes today. I'm going to be starting with Bare. Just on my finger like normal. And just rub that in all over my lid. Now that we've got a base coat on, I'm going to start with my, again with my E22, my go-to. I'm going to take Canvas. And I'm going to use that as a transition color. And the reason you want to use so many transition colors and like browns and stuff is because if you put those underneath whatever look you're doing, the browns and all that kind of stuff are going to make the colors pop more. And the more color you have, the more dimension you're going to have, which therefore makes you have a better look. So start off with that color, and I'm just going to do like I normally do. So I'm going to go in with this color. It's more on the orangey side, and the reason you do oranges is the same with browns. If you use an orange, it's going to bring out the color more. So I'm going to just take a little bit of that. Ooh, tap that off. And then go in and do the same thing that I just did. So now I'm going to go in with more of like I'm going to go back in with that other Morphe palette, not the Declan one, the other one. And I'm going to go in with Sunder, which is this color right here. And I'm just gonna like make it a little more bronze, not so much orangey, because in order to have a bronzy gold look, you have to have bronze in it. I'm so annoying. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. So now I'm just gonna be adding like a ton of like browns first of all, just because that's how I'm gonna go back in with the first transition shade, which was Bare, and I'm gonna just kind of soften this up a little bit, and I'm gonna try and take it more into the inner corner of my eye, on my crease, or my inner crease I guess you could say. So I'm gonna go in and do the same thing here. So now that that is all blended in, I'm going to go in with kind of what is this shade? It's Transitional. Oh, perfect. This one right here. It's kind of like a sandy color. So I'm going to go in with that. Okay, so now that we have the crease done, I'm going to take another one of my brushes. And I'm gonna do an all over smoky eye. So with gold, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my M44-1, looks like this. Same kind of concept as the E22, but it's a little bit more stiff. And I'm going to take that transitional shade and I'm going to bring it farther down on my lid. More all over my lid. Like this. Well, you can't really tell. Awesome. So I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Now I'm going to go in with an even deeper brown. And what I'm going to do is do the same thing, put it all over my lid and into my crease. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go back in with the brush I started with the transition shade on it. I'm just going to go buff out the edges. So I'm going to go in with Cat Eye with my M422. Looks like this. And I'm going to go in with Cat Eye. Looks like this. And I'm just going to like do it all over my lid, just my lid. Okay. So now that I have that all over my lid, I'm going to go back in again with the transition shade and I'm going to just clean up the harsh lines that I have. So now I'm going to go to my bottom lash line and this time I'm going to use my M432, just a flat pencil brush, figured out what it was called. And I'm going to go in with the darkest shade on my Declan palette, the darkest brown shade, which is, oops, this one right here. Oh, I just took a chunk out of it. Brick. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to put that on my bottom lash. So now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my M506 and I'm going to, looks like this, I'm going to go in with a few of the colors that I used from the Dare to Create palette. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I don't need a lot, just a little bit. And I'm going to run that across my bottom lash line. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go back in with Bare. I'm going to just buff that out. So now that I've done my bottom lash line, I'm going to go back up to my eyelid and I'm going to take Age Rewind Concealer, focus, my Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm going to take my Morphe M124 and it's just like a little stiff little brush. So what I do is I just take my brush and I rub it on the concealer, like top. So it looks like this. Got some concealer on there, see? And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the concealer right in the middle of my eyelid. And by putting concealer on your makeup, it's going to make the lighter color be way more vibrant and bright, and it'll help it to shine through a little bit more. So now I'm going to go back in with the Dare to Create palette. I'm going to take Artistic, which is, whoops, it's this color right here. Looks like this. Whoa. Looks like this. How beautiful. And I'm just going to take it right over top of what I just did. So as you can see, it looks like that. And that's not as bright as I was going for, but we can always add a little bit to it. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with this shade on top of what I just did, because it's a little too on the bronze side for me. that in comparison to that. So now that I've put that in the middle of my eyes, I'm going to go back in with those other colors just so I can blend out any harsh lines that the shimmer shadow has left or whatever. Okay, so now that that is all blended out, I'm going to go in underneath my lash line and with the M506, this brush, and I'm going to go in with that gold color right underneath where I put the, it's just going to go on a line right there. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe B19, which is just a tinier little stiff brush, and I'm going to go underneath my eyebrow with some concealer and just kind of carve that out. So now I'm going to go in with this shade right here. So it'll look like that. And if I find that once I've carved that out it's a little too harsh on one side, I'll go in and I'll use my transition shade and clean that up. Okay, so now, I know I told you last time I don't do liquid eyeliner, but it's not liquid. It's cream. This is the Maybelline New York Eye Studio, and it's just like a little pot. Looks like this. And I'm just gonna take this little brush that came with it. I'm gonna dip that in there. What I'm doing is I'm doing pretty much the same thing I did last time, which is just starting from the end of my eyelid or my upper lash line and then moving in more. And I'm not doing like the same size all the way over. I'm gonna go in closer to my lash line as I move over. And I just took a little bit of that and I put it right in the, only to like here on my eye, on my bottom lash line, just so that it looks even. Do the same thing. And a trick you can use to make your eyelashes look fuller and not as separated is if you take your eyeliner and go on the inside. Whoa, I just totally poked myself in the eye. So if you go on the inside, like if I were to pull my eyelid up like underneath here. So now I'm going to go in with my eyelashes. Getting real fancy here. So I'm going to take my Duo Dark Tone eyelash glue, and I'm using Flutter Lashes from Morphe, and these are in the style, what are they? Slayla. They're bougie. So I'm going to take my lash glue, just a teeny bit at the top, and I'm going to run that across a strip. So you don't want to apply it directly after you've put the glue on, because otherwise you're going to have it all over your face. And especially since it's dark, it's going to really show up. So you want to blow on it, and you want to wait till the glue is like tacky. It looks like it's kind of on the drier side. So you want to wait till that looks like that. Which is why you don't want a huge big glop of glue on there, because it's going to take you 8 years to like let it dry. Alright. So now that I think it's pretty dry for the most part. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to set it right on my lash line, but I'm not going to pull down the edges yet. I'm just going to put it right in the middle. So what you want to do is make sure that the ends of your lashes are pulled down all the way. And what I do is I take my tweezers and I just clamp together my real lashes and the falsies. That way there's no visible like line between your lashes and the falsies. Oh dang. So now I'm gonna go in and do the other one, and I'll do that and be right back. Okay, so now that I've done both lashes, they look like this. I'm gonna take my Lash Blast Fusion mascara, and I'm just gonna blend my real lashes with the fake lashes. Literally got mascara on my eyeball. Have you ever had that happen? Freaking hurts so bad. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. Well, I already did it, so might as well just go all in. So I took my Rimmel London lipstick in Airy Fairy. Looks like this. It's a pretty color. So this is the final look. This is my bronzed Valentine's Day look. You can add a red lip with it because although the lashes are dramatic, the eyeshadow isn't, so therefore you can mix up the lip gloss, lipstick, whatever you want to use. But I just really like pink. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. I'll be making more, and happy Valentine's Day! Oh, I actually did a pretty good job. I just like completely pulled that out of my ass. I'm so awkward. Pizza and your significant other, or just like a hookup. Whatever floats your boat, you know? Or your dog, or your cat. I would definitely like snuggle with my cat.